out to the middle. Back to Cruz.
Broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. That's in! Rochester has the lead, and again it's St. Louis.
Welcome to a warm and muggy Rhino Stadium in downtown Rochester. I'm Joe Giuliano. Tonight, it's the Rochester Rhinos and New York Red Bulls, too. As a matter of fact, it's the defending USL champion Rochester Rhinos playing host to the 2016 USL regular season champs, New York Red Bulls, 93 degrees at kickoff with the heat index. It's going to be a warm one. Expect to see a hydration
There's a shot.
third matchup of the season between Rochester and New York. They played twice, both teams and New York. They have been scoreless draws, so either team will find the back of the Fords. It's a great matchup. Points are on the line. Both these teams are in the playoffs. Obviously, New York is going to be at home, but for the Rhinos, as we bring in our color analyst Daryl Stewart, they're playing for that seeding position, maybe even a home playoff game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is a great game. It's going to be a tight game to see what position these teams, especially for the Rhinos, because the Red Bulls already clinched the playoffs. Or and unless something dramatic happened in the last couple of games, that they lose both games, it's more for the Rhinos to see where they fall into this playoff spot position.
The Red Bulls have a record-tying 19 wins on the season. After hammering Harrisburg on Wednesday 4-1, the Rhinos coming off a 2-1 win at Charleston. Volesky and Gausu with the goals. And there's no doubt about it, Daryl, this one has a playoff feel to it.
It definitely does. Going to have a playoff feel, and it does have a playoff feel to it because, I mean, as we just said before, the Rhinos may end up playing these guys again in this game.
Let's go to break. We'll come back with kickoff on the USL Broadcast Network.
When you build a new house with Faber Homes, you won't have to deal with the to-do list that comes with buying a used home.
They made it really easy. I mean, the whole process was so simple, and we were new to the process. It was our first time owning a home, definitely first time building a home, so they made it really easy, step-by-step process, so it's great.
Learn more about the benefits of building a new home at faberhomes.com and visit our models in Henrietta at Berkshire Park or at Regency Park in Greece. Faber Homes. Great homes, great price.
At the Rochester Rhinos, we have a proud history, a tradition of excellence on the field and strong community partnerships.
It's an exciting new time for our team, working to keep Rochester a home of champions. The Golisano Children's Hospital continues a new chapter as well.
Phase 2 is underway, adding new and greatly needed patient care capabilities.
And you can be part of the excitement. Join the Rhinos and show your support by donating to givetokids.urmc.edu.
Thank you.
Get in the game. Rochester Regional Health Total Sports Experience is your home for adult soccer. League play is offered year-round at both our locations with divisions for men, women, and co-ed. Click totalsports-experience.com.
Well, we build this one as a playoff atmosphere. It's exactly what it is, and Daryl said it. These two teams could very well be playing for a chance to go to the USL Championship in 2016. I'm Joe Giuliano. Daryl Stewart, our color analyst, as we're at Rhino Stadium for Rochester and the New York Red Bulls. And balls being tossed into the crowd. Daryl's got one. Look at that. Cameraman falling down, but the ball's being thrown into the crowd, and good way to get the crowd excited. Let's look at your lineups tonight here in Rochester. Again, very warm and muggy night, 93 degrees with the humidity. Look for hydration breaks in the 30th and the 75th minute. Red Bulls 2, 19, 3-5. They have tied that mark for most victories in the USL season with 19. They'll go with their captain in goal, Ryan Mira. In the back, it'll be Kevin O'Toole, Tim Schmoll, Aaron Long, and Noah Powder. The midfielders, Dan Metzger, David Najem, Vincent Bezecourt, Florian Vallot, and up top, Brandon Allen and Stefano Bonomo. Of course, John Wolniak, the 39-year-old former Rochester Rhino, doing a tremendous job as head coach of Red Bulls 2. For the Rochester Rhinos, last 6 games, they're 3-0-3. Their record is 11-5-11. They'll go with Tomas Gomez in goal, his 11th appearance of the season. The back 4, Bradley Camden, Vasily Apostolopoulos, Joe Farrell, and Dominic Samuel. In the midfield, Ryan James, Canardo Forbes, Mike Garzi, Sofian Turgu. Up top, Steven Dos Santos and Michel Gilavogi gets the nod over Christian Voleski for Bob Lilly, the 2015 USL Coach of the Year. Man in charge is Rosario Candela, assisted by Joseph Zawistowski and Nicholas Wodo, and the fourth is Robbie Nagy. Red Bulls will have the kickoff with the white tops, the red shorts, and white socks. There's the Rhinos in the all black with the white stripes on top. They'll be attacking from right to left. Third matchup of the season. Both earlier games were scoreless. Will there be a goal between these two very, very tightly matched teams? As we're underway, and Gilavogi and Garzi battle for it. It's picked up in the Red Bulls half. Slowed down now on the near side. Powder, the 17-year-old from Trinidad. Some possession here early on for New York. We'll talk about the season they're having. It has been just an outstanding total of wins on the road, points, goals scored. John Wolniak has them firing on all cylinders. This one's played central now. Najem. Powder with some space. Turgu comes to close him down. Back central. Early possession here from Red Bulls 2. Bonomo off the chest. He's looking for O'Toole, but it goes out of play. It'll be Dominic Samuel.
Yeah, the Red Bulls starting the game pretty confident. I mean, they're possessing the ball, moving the ball from side to side, and playing with a lot of confidence in the first opening minutes of this game.
As we mentioned in the open, Red Bulls coming off a 4-1 win on Wednesday at Harrisburg. That secured the USL regular season title. It was their 7th straight win. Bezecourt with 2 goals, Powder with 2 goals in that one. Here is Powder. Gets knocked off the ball. Camden pushing it forward. Still Camden. Into space for Gilavogi. Puts it around the keeper, and the referee will stop this one, an offside call, but good opportunity early on for the Rhinos.
It's a great opportunity for the Rhinos. I mean, Gilavogi make the run into the open space, getting a ball from Camden. I mean, I think one of the reasons why we're seeing Gilavogi in this game is because of his speed, and we just see just a glimpse of his speed going to the ball and going forward.
Mira under pressure, but offside flag comes up, and no harm there for Mira in his 20th appearance of the season. It's going to be foul called on Powder. Canardo Forbes to quickly take it. Turgu coming forward. Gets a touch on the near side. Turgu. Good cross into the mix. Mira there to make the save.
It's a great save, great run, great heads-up play by the Rhinos. I mean, they caught the Red Bull flat-footed just a minute ago. Everybody was waiting for a set play to develop, and we started that one quickly.
Well, Red Bull have clinched the USL title rather early. Still 3 more games to play. You wonder if they get complacent.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're playing. I mean, they came out and play. They're looking relaxed. They're playing relaxed, and you look like they're playing a little bit too relaxed. I know it's just the opening few minutes of the game, but are they playing too relaxed because they realize, oh, they clinched the playoffs. I mean, clinched a playoff spot and clinched the division. So are they playing a little bit too relaxed here?
15 players on the trip for John Wolniak's side. Turgu gets it to Camden. That one is knocked off of Bezecourt, the 23-year-old out of St. Francis. Just signed earlier this year. Dos Santos gets it away from Turgu. Here's Long, Powder. Well, with results like last season, throw in this year's performance by Red Bulls too, the future looks right.
Definitely. I mean, those guys are, as I just said earlier, they're clicking in all cylinders right now. I mean, they're scoring goals. They're putting guys away early in games, and everything is working for them right now. I mean, the only thing left for them to accomplish this season now is just to win it all.
Jesse Marsh has to be pretty happy with what's going on the second tier side, as his first club team is just 1 point behind New York City FC with 43 points. New York City FC has 44 in the MLS Eastern Conference. As a foul is called, it'll be Bezecourt to take it. We're in the 5th minute and scoreless at Rhino Stadium. There's the whistle. Swerving ball, flicked into space, cleared away by James. Gilavogi heads it down. Good one-time shot from O'Toole, but ends up sailing high. Be sure you get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. And that's something you definitely want to check out these last couple of weeks, because you and I were sitting down looking at the table in the Eastern Conference, and 7 of the 8 spots are filled, but it's going to be seating positions and a fight for that 8th spot as well.
Yes, it definitely is going to be. I mean, it's right now looking at it and try to figure it out. If win, loss, draws, and how people is going to fall into those positions. It's a mess at this point. But again, these guys are going to be going out and playing and hopefully seed in a good position that they're looking for.
Rhinos have been in very good form. Their last loss, a 1-0 game against Richmond on August the 3rd. 3-0-3 in their last 6 games played. Long touches it forward. Najan. Powder. A little too much on that one for Velo. And Gomez, the 23-year-old out of Georgetown University. Having a good season. 10 goals against. He's got a 0.77 goals against average. It's picked up by James. Little flick forward. Dos Santos, Gilavogi a little too deep. Dos Santos has to hold on to it. Now finds Gilavogi. Forbes battles for it. Wins it. Spins away from pressure. Pastalopoulos, good change of play here from the Rhinos. Camden gets around the corner, ball into the box. Oh, it's through the mix, and James couldn't get a piece of it.
What a ball from Camden. I mean, that ball started from the right side of the field, come around from Forbes to Camden, and what a cross, but just a little bit too deep, too hard for James to get a foot on that one.
Good soccer from the Rhinos. Very good stuff. Early on, Camden has had a run at the youngster Powder, and he's been successful. We'll see if that continues. Good step there by Apostolopoulos. Forbes swiped away by Najam. Velo given away. Another loose ball challenge. Turgu gets it to James, or to Forbes, sorry. Metzger Powder. Switching to the far side, battle for it. Garzi comes in to help out. James and a chance for the Rhinos to counter on the far side. 9th minute. Ball sent forward, broken up there by Metzger. There's Powder. This is going to be a good matchup. Powder and Camden on this near flank. Again, Powder scored 2 goals on Wednesday, so he's not afraid to get forward. And as we saw, Camden will do just the same.
Yeah, but definitely. And Powder, he's a young player, 17 years old, but he plays with a lot of confidence. He doesn't seem like he get ruffled too easily. I mean, he just have a lot of confidence when you get the ball to his feet, which is again, it's going to be a great matchup between him and Camden coming forward.
It'll be a key piece that we keep our eye on this evening as a foul was called. James dumping Bonomo in the 10th minute and scoreless. April 17th, July 2nd. That was the scoreline when these two teams met. Restart on the far side. Low delivery. At the 6, a loose ball. And Dominic Samuel will take no chances. There's Powder. O'Toole. Another low driven ball looking for Bonomo. Good step there from Apostolopoulos.
That's a great step by him, Apostolopoulos, to get the ball out of his box. Again, the Red Bull is again possessing the ball. They're getting most of the chances coming forward. But this is what the Rhinos does best. I mean, they'll defend and they'll pack it in and just frustrate the offensive team, and then counter attack and then possess the ball and get their chances and score. So I'm looking forward for the Rhinos to do a little bit of that tonight and get some chances and utilize it.
Red Bulls looking for that long ball, trying to get their 13-goal scorer, Brandon Allen, involved. Here he is now, turns on his left, low shot deflected, and will come up on a goal kick, or will the offside stand?
Yeah, that's an offside. I guess the linesman had his flags up because he was in an offside position.
So Gomez out of Georgetown, Brandon Allen also out of Georgetown. They'll go on opposite sides tonight. Keeper for the Rhinos and the sniper for New York. Knocked out of play, throwing for Dominic Samuel. Rhinos will have one more home game after this. It'll be 2 weeks from tonight. Toronto FC 2 coming into town. Red Bulls will be home on Saturday against FC Montreal. They're throwing in the far side coming up for the Rhinos. One game last night in the USL. Orange County Blues 2, Real Monarchs 0. Again, that Western Conference is a logjam. Sacramento, the only team that is in right now. There's a bunch of teams still fighting for spots. There's Allen. Big, strong player fighting through challenges, and Forbes taken away, though. Metzger couldn't get the cross in front, broken up. Forbes will chip forward now for Dos Santos. Pretty good pace to this game, considering the heat. Both teams going back and forth.
Yeah, but I mean, again, this is as we mentioned earlier, it's like a playoff game right now. Both, I mean, it's hot, but both teams is really going at it.
So Toole, good stick there by Ryan James. The youngster out of Bowling Green stands up well. Taken back by New York, though. Bezecourt. Deep cross through the box, and it's Turgu to recover for Rochester. Dos Santos. Oh, good little spin move. Gets away from Long. Yeah. And the jersey tug could lead to a yellow card here. We'll see.
That could be definitely should be a yellow card because this is he's like the last man one-on-one going at the ball.
Referee Rosario Candela. Trot over, and let's take a look at that one. That was great from Dos Santos.
I mean, this was a great ball. I mean, he just run to the ball and just stepped over it. And it was a great play on his part.
No yellow card as Long, the 23-year-old, will catch a break. You could see Dos Santos felt that the pressure was there.
Yes, he definitely did feel the pressure, and Dos Santos did well too, because when he step over the ball and turn, he makes sure he stepped in front of the player. So if the player tried to recover, he have to go through him to get the ball.
Dos Santos, 6 goals, 4 assists on the season. Deep cross, scooped up by Mira. Also has that same goals against average as his counterpart at the other end, 0.77. The 2012 Red Bull draft pick out of Fordham University. Red Bull's bench wanted a high kick. John Wolniak is up and having the strong word with the 4th official. Good tackle from Samuel, knocking Bonomo off the ball. 15th minute and scoreless at Rhino Stadium.
Yeah, the Rhinos now, I think the Rhinos need to settle down a little bit more and get back to some possession ball and play the feed. I think they're trying to go a little bit too long. They're trying to get that counter attack too quickly on the Red Bull as they press forward. So I think they just need to settle down a little bit more when they possess the ball and get those passes, connect with those passes as they usually do.
Red Bulls possession in their own half. Bonomo knocked off by Samuel. He clears it over the far sideline. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. Here we are at Rhino Stadium, minute number 16. I'm Joe Giuliano along with Darryl Stewart, the former Rochester Rhino. As the regular season quickly coming to an end, a couple more weeks, just a few more games. And playoff hopes alive for several teams, and others, it's been a good year to say goodbye. It's going back and forth. A flick back into the box for Gomez by Apostolopoulos. Seven other games tonight in the USL. Be a bit of a cleaner side at the playoffs after tonight's games, but still, some teams have 4 games left. Rhinos have 3, including this one. Bezecourt left it on the table. It's picked up by Farrell. James to Forbes. Little pocket to turn and look. Delivers now to Gilavoggi. He's got Turgu. Long will come in. Swipes it away from Sofian Turgu. And a throw-in coming up here for Camden, the 22-year-old out of UNLV. There's Forbes to Garzi. Samuel on the far side with some space. Working with James. Farrell, the high-scoring defenseman with 5 goals on the season, has his pass intercepted. Good step there by Apostolopoulos, who's got a ball forward to Dos Santos. Takes a touch, and Schmoll able to push it out towards the corner flag. Dos Santos regroups. Turgu gets knocked down, and Powder comes away with it.
That was a great heads-up play by both forward, Gilavoggi and Dos Santos. Gilavoggi knew he was offside, so he didn't even make an attempt to go to the ball, and he caught both defense player on the Red Bull stand-in, and Dos Santos run through to that ball to almost get a scoring opportunity in that one.
Good hustle there from the big man. As Allen's long ball to the far side will find Bonomo in an offside position. Restart for the Rhinos. Rhinos at home are 7-2-4, while the Red Bulls a record 12 wins away from home, 12-1-1 They have been a very good side, home or away. Again, playing at that beautiful Red Bull Arena as we look at Bob Lilly, the 2015 USL Coach of the Year. Always patrolling and coaching the sidelines. Metzger's header finds Bonomo. Back to Powder. Najem. Low ball into space, picked up by Farrell. Samuel is tripped up. There'll be a restart coming up for the Rhinos. Look at that last challenge. As this is the first game of the season that we're seeing the football lines. Quick turnaround after there was a high school game here last night for football. Just unable to get those lines up for the early kickoff this afternoon. Forbes spinning away from Velo. Garzi switches to the far side. Dominic Samuel. James. Oh, the flag is up for offside. Close, close, close.
Yeah, that was a close one. But again, the side judge has a better position than anyone on the stadium, basically, and he make that call. So
close, but the side judge, as Darryl said, in a perfect spot to make that call. Red Bulls currently tied with Orlando City's 2014 team for total wins at 19 points, 62. And they need just 3 goals in their final 3 games to set a new single season scoring record for goals. This long ball is headed away by Samuel. James Garzi, collision. Bezecourt will neatly step in and take it away. Here's Schmoll. This will come all the way over to the near side. Long has to hustle. Originally drafted by the Portland Timbers back in 2014, number 33, Aaron Long. 23-year-old has been with Portland, Sacramento Republic, Orange County Blues, and the Seattle Sounders 2 before landing a trial earlier this year and getting a spot with the Red Bulls. And Allen and Farrell collide. Foul called on Allen. You can see, though, he is a big presence, a handful to deal with.
yeah, yes, he definitely is a big guy. I mean, not only big, he looks like he's a thick player too, and the muscles, meaning thick player with muscles. And yeah, he just got him got Farrell there.
And Schmoll comes to deliver a challenge on Dos Santos, and he's called for the foul. And official will take a few steps over and offer some words of wisdom to Schmoll, the 23-year-old who was raised in Switzerland before moving to the U.S. to play at Harvard University. Forbes to Farrell, and a good last-second flick from Bonomo. That'll lead to our first corner kick of the game. It's coming for Rochester on the near side. It's Turgu over to take it. Forbes also comes over to take a look. '23rd minute, and scoreless, believe it or not, between these two teams. It's Forbes, as usual, to take it for the Rhinos. Canardo delivers, flicked into space. Mira's bumped into. Loose ball, still top of the 18. Garzi to Camden. Quick shot, and it's wide as Mira goes down, holding his shoulder. There was a nasty collision in the box. And for Red Bulls 2, not a good sign as their captain down holding his left shoulder.
Yeah, that was a big collision in the box. The ball coming over, and Mira went up, and looked like Farrell collided with him there. That was a big blow to him there. Hopefully he can continue.
Going for the ball, and I don't think Farrell saw Mira or Mira saw
So,
Farrell.
No, but I don't think either see each other. And again, the goalkeeper, when the goalkeeper extend like that in an area, he's exposed. I mean, and if I have a player coming in onto him like that, he's going to get the worst of it every time.
Mira still sitting down, the left shoulder that took the knock. And if we can get a shot of John Wolniak, the coach for Red Bulls 2 on the sideline, he is adamant with that fourth official. He's been going at it for the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, he has.
Just giving him the business.
Yeah, he has been.
There's a look at it.
And he's still pleading the case, and then that one, I'm not sure exactly if he wanted a call, a foul to be called on the Rhino player at that point.
Robbie Najee, the fourth official, has his hands full tonight. It's been pretty intense right from the get-go. And Mira is still down. Mira, the 25-year-old, his 20th appearance of the season. And warming up just in case is the 24-year-old Rafael Diaz, who's appeared in 5 games this season for Red Bulls 2. He's out of St. John's University. So it looks like Mira's going to be able to continue as we get a look at Diaz just in case, getting a few touches on the ball. Looks like Mira, though, will continue after that collision with Farrell. So 25th minute. It'll be a goal kick after the injury to Ryan Mira.
It'll be interesting to see exactly how he performed from this point onwards. He's swinging his arms again, so hopefully it's not a dislocation or hyperextension. Maybe hopefully it's just he got the wind knocked out of him.
And those injuries are nothing new for him. Back in 2012, when he was playing for the first team, he was off to a Rookie of the Year type start before sustaining a hip injury on July the 8th. It's good to see that he'll be able to continue. He gets the goal kick back into play. Farrell's header goes to James. Schmoll gets up over Gilavogi. Gets it outside to Garzi. Metzger breaks up the pass. Dominic Samuel, a little too heavy on the touch.
A little bit too heavy, yep. I mean, that was a great, earlier that turn that James made was a great turn to get that ball away from 2 defenders.
Here's Forbes. Turgu tried the little flick on. It's picked up by Powder. Velo. Behind Allen. Garzi knocks it off of Bezecourt, and it's Gomez to pick it up. Looking at subs available for the Rhinos, backup keeper Dan Lind. Andre Fortune, Sean Riley. Gausu, Christian Valesky, and Asani Samuels. That's one noticeable player missing from the lineup, the 10 goals of Christian Valesky.
We were talking about that earlier. Valesky is out of the lineup. We're not sure if he's hurt or just a strategic move by the coach to rest him and bring him on later and have Gilavogi up front, because Gilavogi has a little bit of speed up front. Maybe want to see if he can make a difference with his speed going up front.
And there is one other player who's listed as a substitute for the Rhinos. It's number 44, Georgios Kyriatsis, who is actually the assistant coach. And he's listed as a substitute tonight as he sits alongside on the Rhinos bench.
That's interesting, and why he's listed as a sub for tonight. But
a long cross picked up by Gomez. Yeah, that's kind of jumped out at me. Number 44, and Kyriatsis. As he is.
Well, maybe he's just an insurance player, just in case,
He's been doing well in training. Gilavogi is taken down. And there's a look at the bench. You can see Georgios on the right of your screen. Third coach in, and he does have the boots on with the socks
He does.
and the shorts, so he's ready to go if they need him. Big George, good to see you back, buddy.
Good.
Great coach, great player, and a huge future in the game of soccer. George Kiriatsis. Great work from our camera crew tonight. They have been running around all night long in this heat. They need a hydration break. Foul was called as Red Bulls 2 will put this one back into play. It's Mira who's up and okay. Little chip forward. Headed by Farrell. Metzger to Najem. Bonomo. Nice touch by the Red Bulls too. Quick throw in. No, James will leave it there for the Canadian Dominic Samuel. Played his college ball at Southern New Hampshire University. Also a football, basketball, and track star in high school.
He seemed like he did it all. He's
Is there enough time in the day?
multi-purpose sport player, I guess. Great athlete.
Samuel's 24th appearance for the Rhinos today. Mira under pressure, quickly goes outside. Bonomo battles with Samuel. Plays it back to Najem. Powder collides with Turgu. It's picked up by Metzger. Foul called just inside the midfield stripe. 30th minute and still scoreless. Short restart to Powder. Now to Metzger, a 23-year-old out of the University of Maryland. Former draft pick of DC United back in 2015. Metzger wearing number 36 for Red Bulls 2, chasing Gilavogi now, who goes outside to James. James dragging the ball along. Into the box for Gilavogi. Couldn't find the foot of Garzi or Forbes. Powder and Red Bulls 2 on the attack through midfield. Into space on the far side, Allen. Beat to the ball there by Farrell. And we're in the 31st minute and maybe no hydration break. Or maybe they took it when Mira was injured.
Could be. All day, the referee probably maybe didn't forget about it, and the side judge either. I mean, also was not aware of the time.
Camden stepping in front of Velo. Metzger. Bezecourt. Just knocked off balance there from Garzi. Bezecourt, 23-year-old. First 2 goals of the year on Wednesday. And another thrashing of the Harrisburg City Islanders by Red Bulls 2. Clear foul there from the Rhinos captain Mike Garzi.
Yeah, definitely a clear foul. I mean, he got him from behind. So the referee did have no choice but to call that one.
It's a restart here for Velo. Pretty interesting soccer background. Grew up in PSG's youth academy. Serves the ball into the box, but no one there. Velo also joined AS Monaco's reserve team before coming to the U.S. once again to play college soccer. Spent his days at Rider University. There's Gomez. Pressure coming from Allen. Gomez will knock it on the near side for Turgu. Good touch from Turgu. Camden stretching the legs out, pushing forward. Breaking away from Najem. Camden still with it. A little too much and too deep into the box.
A little bit too much. I thought he had an opportunity to actually take a shot in that one, or even to cross it in. But I think the best choice for him in that breakaway was to actually take a shot, because the defender was actually giving him the room to take the shot on the left foot.
Here's Garzi. Got the cross away, but it's long to Knock it almost up here into the suites. How about that separation, that speed shown by Camden?
Yeah, I mean, he does have that speed. I mean, the touch is his touch is great on those balls going forward. But again, that one that breakaway, if he had just take a shot in that one, it could have made a difference right there.
Camden again. Almost pulled off that quick little turn. Just ran out of space. Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. We are in the 34th minute at Rhino Stadium. Third meeting of the season between Rochester and New York. And we are scoreless as Apostolopoulos finds Gilavogi. Trips up. Garzi will continue to the far side with James. And Mira gets to the end of that one. He'll roll it out to Metzger. Bezecourt. James chasing him. Bezecourt, heavy touch. Allen will get on the end of it, but he'll be deep on the sideline. Powder. Metzger. Apostolopoulos stepping in front of Allen. Nice little kick away there. Gilavogi. Garzi. Samuel. Possession from the Rhinos. Garzi. Camden. Patience, looking for gaps. Forbes, if anybody can find him, it's him. Dos Santos takes a knock off the chest and goes down. Bezecourt. Too much for Allen to handle, and Gomez will scoop it up.
Yeah, that was a shot from Forbes to Santos there. I mean, that was
hear the thud from up here.
So I mean, he tried to bring it. He tried his best to control and to cradle that ball, but it was just too much power, too much on that one. So he just couldn't handle that one.
It was a powerful. There's a look at it.
I mean, it was a powerful. I mean, it was a pass, but he came on like a shot, and he tried his best to control and cradle it. But there was just too much in that one.
Forbes delivers the knockout punch. Camden overlapping, didn't get it. Here's Schmoll. Gilavogi applying pressure. Schmoll go all the way back to Mira. Long. Again, very warm, muggy afternoon in Rochester. 93 degrees at kickoff. Pace slowing down just a little bit here as it was pretty back and forth for a few minutes here in this first half, and then we'll see if it picks up again. Schmoll, Velo. Stripped, but foul call on Canardo Forbes. Restart here for the Red Bulls. As again, players regrouping, catching their breath in the 38th minute. And a restart for Red Bulls 2. It's Bezecourt. Little chip into the box. It's Farrell there. Bonomo. Turns. Swerving cross. Shot from Valo through the mix. Flag is up for offside. As Bonomo, who initially served that ball and couldn't get back into an outside position. Bonomo, the 23-year-old out of the University of California.
That was one of the best chances that the Red Bull had in the first half. I mean, that ball came through a bunch of players, and they get a shot off. And I don't think Gomez actually saw that ball coming through. I mean, he like stood there because there were so many bodies in between there that he was blinded on that one.
39th minute. Still zeros on the scoreboard. Headed forward for Bonomo. Shoulder challenge, Farrell and Bonomo. Crossed into the box. Pastalopoulos gets the header on it. Picked up by Powder. Najam, a low cross, deflected and just wide of the post.
That's another dangerous one coming through there. I mean, there's so many bodies inside there. I mean, if that ball get deflected, it could be go into the back of the net.
Good work there from David Najem, the 37 jersey. Played for Red Bull's academy since he was 14 years old. Originally was coached by John Wolniak, so John knows exactly what he's getting with David.
Yeah, definitely. He's been a Red Bull for life, so to speak.
Yeah. Here's Najem. Run there by Gilavogi. Metzger maybe through an elbow. And it's Garzi who suffers that one.
Yeah, that was. I think that one was inadvertently though, but he caught him.
Holding his nose. Saw the Liverpool Leicester City game earlier today, and Mignolet, the goalie for Liverpool, also took a nasty knock to the nose. This one not as severe. Oh yeah, coming around with the hand.
Yeah.
Garzi's up and okay. Tough competitor. Mike Garzi, the Rhinos captain, the 25-year-old out of Colgate University. Najem. Knocked it only to Apostolopoulos. Gilavogi. James. Now Samuel. Long battling with Gilavogi. Picks it up. Gilavogi. Top of the box. Turku gets the shot away but couldn't get all of it.
Wow, that was a great heads up, great composure by Gilavogi. He looked up. I mean, at one point I thought he was going to go at goal, but he looked up and tried to find one of his teammates, and just unfortunately, he was just a little bit too heavy on the pass.
Long is the player who is down after his challenge against Gilavogi, and immediately Red Bulls players get up and off the bench. Field players they have available: Zach Carroll, Conrad Pliwa, and Simpara.
Yeah,
along with the keeper Diaz, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, sorry, and again, I think I understand why the coach have Gilavogi in there. I mean, that challenge and why the Red Bull players on the ground is just because from that challenge from Gilavogi. I mean, he battled him, he used his speed on him, and then used a little body on him to get the ball and win that ball in that position there.
Chance for the players to hydrate. And while we have a break, don't forget the Rhinos will be back home September the 24th, 2 weeks from tonight. Another 5:05 kickoff against Toronto FC 2, who currently are struggling at the bottom of the Eastern Conference standings. And you and I talked about the standings in the East. 7 of the 8 spots are secured. Orlando, Wilmington, Harrisburg really, along with Bethlehem, in a big fight for that 8th spot. Orlando, looking at their performance, 5 losses in their last 6 games. Now they have no space for any mistakes.
Definitely. I mean, they're right now. They got to be play perfect games. I mean, basically just win their games and then see what happened with the other teams to actually get into the playoff or win a playoff spot.
It's going to be a tight, wild race down the stretch in the East and the West. As As again, the Rhinos with 44 points, level with the Richmond Kickers, but currently in the 6th position. Looking for a top 4 spot and maybe a home playoff game as they look to defend their 2015 USL Championship.
Yeah, it would be nice to have at least won both remaining games and end up getting a home game. That would be nice for the fans.
A tight race still to come down the line here in the USL, both East and West. 44th minute, scoreless at Rhino Stadium. Gilavolgi got involved in the play. That's what brought the flag up from the referee's assistant on the far side. Quick restart to Metzger. Velo, Allen, switching it to the far side. O'Toole, driven cross, blocked by James.
That was a great defensive play by James. I mean, he was in the middle of the pitch and actually recover on the weak side and to stop that play coming into the box.
Santos will hammer one forward as we're in the 45th minute. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Here's Metzger. Schmoll. Bonomo. Bezecourt, little pocket of space here. This one's deflected and Gomez will scoop it up. Quickly outside to James. Samuel. Intercepted Najem. He'll have a go from distance. And no trouble there for Gomez, as he'll settle things down. The Rhinos and Red Bulls will most likely try to regroup in the locker room and figure out how can we score a goal one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, again, these are great. Both of these teams are great teams, and again, the Rhinos very well disciplined defensively. Red Bulls, great team, doesn't give up much goals.
Good hustle from Long, denying Dos Santos.
I mean, doesn't give up much goals, and so I mean, they got to figure out, regroup in a halftime and figure out how they're going to get some goals here.
It's Dominic Samuel call for the foul on the far side, as we're in first half stoppage time. A last second chance there denied by Aaron Long against Dos Santos. Red Bulls will have a chance to put this one back into play, and they'll go all the way back to Mira. As we look at John Wolniak, the former Rochester Rhino, back in 2001. He played 15 games as a Rhino and had 1 goal. Flicked on by Dos Santos. Gilavolgi. Turgu, and he just didn't have the right angle on it.
Yeah, that was a great look. I mean, great pass. I mean, the defender didn't realize he was going to pass that ball. But just the angle of the pass was just a little bit too deep, and the Mira, the goalkeeper, easily picked it up.
That would have been a dream finish to the half for the Rhinos.
That would have been.
Going with a goal. And with that punt, half number 1 will come to a close, and surprise or no surprise, it's scoreless.
It is scoreless. I mean, and it's to me, it's no surprise. I mean, there's 2 great teams here battling for playoff spot, playoff positioning, and a 0-0 draw in the first half is really no surprises. What I would like to see the Rhinos do, though, in the second half is to get Forbes a little bit more involved in the play. We haven't really talked about him. We haven't mentioned his names at all. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why the Rhinos is not really getting forward offensively, because we're not seeing his great vision, his great passes that we're accustomed to him. Not sure because he's playing more defensively, and the other midfielder is playing more offensively, or what. But I think the Rhinos need to get him more involved in the game, and see what happens in the second half.
Great call. Canardo Forbes, we'll see if he gets more involved here as the teams will regroup and head to the dressing room on a very warm and muggy evening in Rochester. After 45 minutes of play, no surprise, Red Bulls and Rhinos are scoreless. We'll take a break. This is the Rhinos Broadcast Network.
When you build a new house with Faber Homes, you won't have to deal with the to-do list that comes with buying a used home.
They made it really easy. I mean, the whole process was so simple, and we were new to the process. It was our first time owning a home, definitely first time building a home. So they made it really easy, step-by-step process. So it's great.
Learn more about the benefits of building a new home at faberhomes.com and visit our models in Henrietta at Berkshire Park or at Regency Park in Greece. Faber Homes. Great homes, great price.
At the Rochester Rhinos, we have a proud history, a tradition of excellence on the field and strong community partnerships.
It's an exciting new time for our team, working to keep Rochester a home of champions. The Golisano Children's Hospital continues a new chapter as well.
Phase 2 is underway, adding new and greatly needed patient care capabilities.
And you can be part of the excitement. Join the Rhinos and show your support by donating to givetokids.urmc.edu.
Thank you.
Get in the game. Rochester Regional Health Total Sports Experience is your home for adult soccer. League play is offered year-round at both our locations with divisions for men, women, and co-ed. Click totalsports-experience.com.
Teams have made their way back onto the pitch at Rhino Stadium. Joe Giuliano, Darryl Stewart on the call. Rhinos and Red Bulls 2 are scoreless as we begin half number 2. Gilavoggi and Dos Santos for the Rhinos will be attacking from left to right. One change here in this second half done by the visitors.
Substitution for
as
the New York
Long
Red
has
Bulls
come off.
2.
And
Entering
Zach
the match,
Carroll,
number
the 22-year-old,
Zachary Carroll
has replaced him at the start of half number 2.
Aaron Long.
For Carroll, his 22nd appearance of the season. Pretty interesting rookie campaign for Carroll, who's drafted by the team as the 38th overall pick. Then he was waived on May 5th so they could bring in Aurelian Collin. But then May 20th, he rejoined the club by signing with Red Bulls 2. Now makes his 22nd appearance of the season. Red Bulls with 2 field players and a goalkeeper left as substitutes. There's Bezecourt into the box, headed by Apostolopoulos, who goes down a little awkward.
Yeah, it seemed like it appears like he was maybe pushed in the back there, the way he fell down and went down.
Foul called in the box. It'll be a restart for Gomez and the Rhinos. Rochester yet to make a change. It's Gomez. Turgu leaves it into space for Dos Santos. And that goes out of play. Throwing coming up here for Red Bulls 2. Stats at the half.
Fans, be sure to get your tickets for the final
5-2.
regular
Corner kicks,
season
1
home game on
for Rochester,
Saturday, September
none for Red
24th.
Bulls.
It's Hall of Fame
Saves,
night.
1 for
Visit the
Gomez,
box
none
office
for
or call
Mira, and fouls
454-5425
apiece
to get your
in
tickets.
half number 1. No cards issued to either side in the first 45 minutes of play.
I mean, I'm looking forward for the second half to be similar to the way the first half played. Again, for one of these two teams to be victorious, I'm looking for, some individual plays to, players to step up and make some great plays, or maybe someone make foolish mistakes defensively and cause the goal or something like that. But other than that, I think the game is going to be evenly played again in the second half.
There's Farrell under some early pressure from Red Bulls. And there's the giveaway. It's Powder to Valo. Still Valo. Tries to thread the needle, and Dominic Samuel will take Bonomo down, and he'll go in the book for this challenge in the 48th minute.
I mean, and Samuel, he got him there, but again, it's either he played him rough and fouled him in that position, which is a very dangerous
yellow
position.
card caution has
or
been
let him
issued
go,
to the Rhinos number 21, Dominic Samuel.
He made a decision, and
caution issued in the 48th
could be a great decision here if they don't score this one.
So good look at goal here, just to the right of Gomez. It's about 25 yards away. Bonomo, Valo, Powder, everybody over this one. Allen as well. We'll see if Red Bulls 2 come up with a set piece. I'll take a look at the wall first. Looks like Valo is who's going to have a touch here.
Yeah.
Wall's backed up. Here's the whistle. Allen steps over. Valo's low delivery directly into the wall. Wall does its job. Gilavoggi. Dos Santos called for the foul as he trips up Valo. And this one ends up in the upper deck.
I mean, here again, I mean, this is a great tackle by Dos Santos. I mean, he's the game is a physical game, and he was going for the ball. He just was a little bit too slow on poking that one away from the player. But again, and he just caught him on the instep.
Got a piece of him there, and foul is called. Bezecourt will have the restart. Swerving ball into the box, flicked in. Gomez, good positioning. Comes down with the save.
Yeah, so it's a great ball into the box, but I mean that was an easy one for Gomez to pull down and save.
Get into the game through
again
the
going with
USL
Gila
social
Voji
media
up top.
channels. Follow the USL on Twitter,
Long
Facebook,
ball
and
into him.
Instagram
It's
for
Schmoll
news,
who
live
wins it.
game updates, and video
Molesky out
highlights
with
from across the league.
It's a slight leg injury, nothing too serious, but nothing that the Rhinos need to take a chance on. So Gila Voji gets the nod today.
And again, for Gila Voji to be effective up front, we got to put it on the ground or put it into space for him. Let him utilize his strength. His strength is his speed, and he has some good footwork. So put it in the space, put it on the ground for him, and not in the air, because you have guys that tower over him up there. So he's going to be hard to win those balls in the air.
He gets a little flick on forward to Dos Santos, looking for an option, but nobody in front. That's usually the spot for Dos Santos to make his mark.
Yeah, definitely. But both Gila Voji and Dos
Sports
Santos was
is
on the
the
sideline.
authorized retailer
I mean,
of
I think
Givova,
Dos Santos was
the
actually
official
looking
uniform
for
supplier of your
Turgu
Rhinos.
to get into that
Get your
space, but
Givova
Turgu was just a
custom
little bit too
jerseys
slow
at the
to
Rhinos
fill that
merchandise
space out.
stands. Kara Sports, 165 West
Camden's
Commercial
header.
Street in East Rochester. KaraSports.net.
Metzger. Pastalopoulos. Bouncing ball on the far side off of Powder. Should be a Rhinos throw-in, and it is. Quickly taken. Santos takes a stumble. It's Najem. Puts it on the outside for Bonomo. Bonomo battling with Dominic Samuel. Still Bonomo. Allen. Good read there. Apostolopoulos has been strong tonight.
Yeah, he has been strong. I mean, that was like a great. He just read that one just now and just step right in front of the play and break it up.
Schmoll goes down, and Dos Santos a little too much on the service for Gila Voji. Able to keep it in play. Cuts around the corner into the box. Through the mix. Turgu, the shot doesn't get all of it, and Mira down on the ground able to make the save.
That was a great. And again, I said you're going to take some individual effort to from one of these players. I mean, that was a great move by Gila Voji to get around the defender and find a player right on top of the box. But Turgu just a little bit too easy on that shot.
A touch left or right, and Turgu's got his third of the season. And Red Bulls 2 dodge a bullet. Bezecourt played behind Allen. Gomez, high clearance. Turgu shoved there by Powder. It'll be a restart. And here's a look at that last opportunity. And Turgu in a golden position.
Yeah, and I mean, again, as I say, it's an individual effort. And right here, he basically took him on and looked up and just find his player right at the top of the box. But just a little bit miskick on that one. I mean, again, I just said to the right, to the left of the goalkeeper, and it's a goal.
Turgu knows he should have done better there. A good opportunity. As he has the ball now with some space. Turgu and the Rhinos coming forward. Turgu. Dos Santos in front. Gila Voji knocks it off of Mira and cleared away by Najem.
Again, the Rhinos is knocking on the door. But the Rhinos is having the better part of these attacks, of these play in the second half. But again, the Rhinos is doing what they need to do here to get a goal. And right now, Rhinos are actually knocking on the door. And I believe if they keep on playing like the way they're doing, definitely is going to get a goal pretty soon.
A good couple of minutes here for the Rhinos attack. James flicks it on, no one there but Najem. Still Najem. O'Toole back to Schmoll. On to the substitute, Zach Carroll. Finds Powder on the far side. Sonny Samuels getting ready to check in for the Rhinos. Dos Santos, as it's cleared away by Carroll. Throw-in coming up here for Red Bulls 2. And this change will come up in the 55th minute. A
This
Asani
substitution
Samuels
for
coming
your
on
Rochester Rhinos.
Michel
Entering the match
Gilavogi,
is
who
number 12.
just moments
Asani
ago really turned it on.
Samuels.
Yeah, he's definitely turned it on. I mean, he had
Number 6,
had a great game. I mean,
Michel
make some
Gilavogi.
great plays, some great decisions,
Substitution in the
and I
55th
think
minute.
he was looking to put the Rhinos ahead here, but again, maybe the coach is looking for some fresh legs to be out there, and that's why the Samuel is actually going on now.
Samuels comes on, the hero of last season's 2015 USL Championship match against LA Galaxy 2. It's his 20th appearance of the season. He's picked up a couple of goals in Open Cup play, but in regular season play, Asani Samuels looking to bury his first.
Yeah, hopefully this is his game to turn it on within the regular season play to get a goal here, because I mean a win against the Red Bulls tonight is going to be a great thing for the Rhinos going forward.
Restart for Bezecourt. We're in the 56th minute. Still scoreless. A couple of great chances for the Rhinos as we open up half number 2. Unable to capitalize. It's Metzger. Najem. Back to Metzger. Bezecourt. It's the cross in. Schmoll. Still looking, battling with James, and he's called for the foul. Schmoll, the big central defender, hustles all the way back.
Rhino fans, be sure to check out Spencerport Hots at 500 South Union Street, corner of 31 and 259 in Spencerport. Certified Angus burgers, Weigel's hot dogs, plates, chicken. Bring your ticket stub after any game and receive 15% off your order. Dial them up at Spencerport Hots, 349 Hots.
Samuels. Dos Santos back to Samuels. He's in with a touch into the 18. Samuels, the shot, and a goal!
Rhinos goal!
What a substitution for Bob Lilly as Samuels gets his first of the season, and it's a huge one.
It's a huge one. I mean, Samuel did a little flip just after that, celebrate that one. But that's a huge goal right there. I mean, getting the two balls like that, I think the ball got a little deflected and slowed down. Perfect for him because he was on the move running onto that ball, and the ball is slowed down perfect right in his stride, and he made no mistake of that one and just slid it into the right side of the goalkeeper.
There's a look at it as he actually got the start of it. Asani Samuels in the 58th minute has given Rochester a 1-0 lead, and it is something to flip about because these two teams have played 238 minutes of scoreless soccer this season.
Rhinos goal.
Until that goal from
Scored
Asani
by
Samuels in the
12,
58th minute.
And we just talked about it. This is where he comes in and
with the
want to break that
10,
streak of actually scoring in the regular season game, and he made no mistake about that to put that ball away.
Santos in the 58th minute.
The Rhinos can continue. Maybe find one more and hang on for 3 points. This could be a huge confidence boost heading into the postseason. New York has dominated almost every opponent this year, holding Rochester scoreless twice until the 58th minute this evening. Talk about a feel and having an inkling that a substitution can make a difference. Bob Lilly comes off as a genius.
Yeah, he sure does. I mean, what a substitution, what a play, and what a finish by Samuels.
United Way of Greater Rochester is
nicely
investing
taken
in
goal
a better
there from
future,
Asani.
connecting our community, serving people in need, and ensuring
this one down.
donations
Mira will
truly do
get there
make a
first.
difference. See how at uwrochester.org.
58th minute, Asani Samuels' first goal of the season. Dos Santos, his 5th assist. And someone has finally scored in a matchup between these two teams.
Yep, and then again, I thought it was that great individual effort to get a goal was going to be by Gilavogi. but it just happened to be his substitution that came on for him that made that great play to put him away.
Rhinos now with some extra bounce in their step. This one's touched into the box. Dos Santos let it go through as he was offside. Dominic Samuel. And the Rhinos have a 1-0 lead over the USL regular season champions, New York Red Bulls 2. 61st minute. Rhino Stadium. Red Bulls going to the bench once again. It looks like Simpara will be coming on. Will be the second change of the game for the visitors. This one's on to the near side for James. There's Forbes. Dominic Samuel. And Farrell. Knock it forward. Brought down by Forbes. Sent outside for Camden. Behind him. We're going to keep that one in play. Throw in for Red Bulls 2. We'll have the second change here in minute number 62. Zumana
This
Simpara.
substitution for New York Red Bulls 2. Entering the match, number 45,
replace number 47.
Zomana Simpara. Replacing
Florian
number
Vallo.
47, Florian
Second
Vallo.
change here.
The substitution
John
in
Wolniak.
the 62nd minute.
Simpara, his 8th appearance of the season, signed with Red Bull 2 in April of this year. Actually debuted against Rochester in that April 17th scoreless draw. So throwing for Powder on the far side. If you're just tuning in, Asani Samuels came in the 55th minute, buried one in the 58th minute from Dos Santos to put this one at 1-0. O'Toole knocks one off of Ryan James. Throwing on the near side for O'Toole, a 17-year-old. Another one through the Red Bulls Academy. Bonomo. Garzi stands up tall like a brick wall there.
So that was a good stick there by Garzi.
He is just feeling it. And Schmoll will come over and have a word and throw a little shove in there as well.
And you can see the Red Bulls that they're getting frustrated now. I mean, because the Rhinos is preventing them from doing the things that they like doing, and now they're getting a little frustrated there.
Garzi's in the book, and here's a look at that last challenge.
I mean, this was a great play. The first one that he just stood him
A
up
yellow
there.
card caution has been issued to the Rhinos number 13, Mike Garzi. Caution issued
Schmoll
in
stands
the
up and says, "Hey,
63rd minute.
can't do that to me. I'm a big guy." A little shove there, and Garzi, the only one who goes in the book, as it's a restart for Red Bulls 2. Headed away. Bezecourt, the one-timer is wide and off the mark. And while we have a break, let's be sure to remind you that you need to get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. Rhinos are 7-2-4 on home turf, as we mentioned in the first half. 3-0-3 in their last 6 games played. Red Bulls 2 picked up their 7th straight win on Wednesday at Harrisburg. Still a lot of time to be played.
Yeah, there's a lot of time here to be played. So I mean, even though the Rhinos are up 1-0. I mean, anything can happen because a lot of time, again, and the Red Bull is such a great team, and can score. I've been scoring a lot of goals, so we can't count these guys out. The Rhinos just got to keep on playing their game and playing great soccer.
So it's out of play on the far side. There'll be a restart coming up for the Rhinos. Red Bulls missing a little firepower. Etienne with 4 goals, 5 assists. Abang with 4 goals. Not here this evening for John Wolniak's side. As Bonomo. It's cleared now to Turgu. And, you know, if you look at the structure, the setup of these reserve teams from MLS, there's so many different faces and players that come in and out. For Wolniak to do what he's done with New York is remarkable.
Yeah, it is because, again, as you said, the structure of these teams, you know, guys move in and out and move up to the major team and come back, and, you know, moving guys around, and to have a solid team still in the midst of all of that, it's great. It's a great testament to the coach and what he's doing.
Just looking at, you know, the preparation for this game and the notes and the roster for New York, I'm talking 35, 36 guys who've been through the Red Bulls 2 system. So good job for John Wolniak, who I'm sure someday will end up with an MLS side as the lead man. As here is James and the Rhinos pushing forward. 67th minute. Good ball from James, and Schmoll just got a flick on it. James, a great bit of work here tonight. Dos Santos and Powder get tangled up, and they go down.
Yeah, James, I mean, a great ball. You know, great ball from to James from Turgu from the middle. And James confidently just put it in the middle, but the defender.
Hey, Rhino fans, it may just be your lucky night.
Deflected away from
Our
the
Rhinos team is in the
Mira will have
stands,
this one.
handing out a very
To put
special
back into
Rhinos
play,
prize pack, courtesy
67th
of the
minute.
United Way. Congratulations.
Allen, he's called for the foul as he's the one who goes down against Apostolopoulos. The restart for the Rhinos.
And he's lucky he didn't get a card for diving like that.
He's up and okay. Allen, the all-time leading goal scorer at Georgetown with 50 goals. Hard-nosed, tough competitor up top. Bezecourt. Still Bezecourt. Apostolopoulos making a strong push for man of the match. Stands tall again.
Apostolopoulos, he's playing such a great game. I mean, the game that he played tonight is not only a great defensive game, but he's reading the game. He's reading players. He's seen the play before it happens and stepped into the path of the ball and just breaking stuff up.
Reads the game so well. Great organizer in the back. Apostolopoulos, who
Nike is a proud partner of the USL.
Greek
Follow
under
at Nike
19s and
Soccer on
under
Twitter
21s.
for all the latest Nike Soccer info.
He's played in Greece and in Hungary. And has been an anchor in the back for Bob Lilly's side, making his 20th appearance of the season. Here's Allen. Will chip forward for Bonomo. Good step again, Apostolopoulos. Outside now for Camden. Good ball forward. The speed of Asani Samuels giving Schmoll some trouble, and he's got to quickly clear it away.
So it's a great ball. I mean, from the defense for what Apostolopoulos from the defender make that move. He was up front, and then when Falls picked up the ball, he just moved out to that position and let Samuel run through that position. And that was a great play and great vision.
Turgu tried to leave it there for Camden, but it's picked up by Najem. Good pressure from Forbes, but good work from Najem to escape the pressure. A nice touch to Bezecourt. Samuel's hustling back, slowing down the Red Bulls' attack. Powder. There was Sampara. No foul called. Dos Santos down. Powder has the ball. Sampara. Metzger, much to the dislike of the crowd here at Rhino Stadium.
Yeah, so DeSantos thought he was actually pulled from the back, pulled from the over the shoulder, and when he went down, and the referee was right on top of it, and he thought that there was no foul.
This one over Farrell. Samuel there to back him up. It's picked up by Carroll. Schmoll to Najem. Passes off the mark, and it's picked up by James. Has to hustle, though. Taken back by Red Bulls, too. O'Toole. Stood up there by Dominic Samuel. Forbes, it's a good long ball. Looking for Dos Santos. Gets a little knock there against Carroll. Carroll shoves him down.
Oh,
and the card will come out.
That's definitely got to be a card because he's the last defender back there. That definitely has to be a card.
Dos Santos may have gotten away with the initial shove, but it's always the retaliation.
It's always a retaliation. I think Santos put his body in him and to get that ball. Was the second one that always referees always see and penalized.
New York Red Bulls number
Dos Santos'
17.
arm did definitely come out.
Zachary Carroll.
Not as blatant as
Caution
Carroll.
issued in the 72nd minute.
In the book is Zach Carroll. Forbes. We'll put this one back into play. Maybe trying to catch Mira cheating.
Could be, but I don't know. Oh, he just mishit it. Thinking he could have, bend it a little bit more towards the middle of the goal.
Call 454-KICK to get your discounted pricing for your group of 10 or more. When you see your group's name up there, make some noise.
Goal kick here for the Rhinos. And Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. We're in the 73rd minute. If you're just tuning in, the goal came from Asani Samuels in the 58th minute, as the Rhinos have a 1-0 lead. Out of play on the far side. Turgu off his back foot. That's picked up by Simpara. Samuel. Looking for Samuels, and it's cleared away by Carroll. O'Toole spinning away from pressure. Now Simpara to Najem. Carroll quickly steps in. He's knocked down, and he is holding his left ankle as Dos Santos came in with the challenge. Forbes called for the foul as Bonomo goes down. Restart here for Red Bulls 2.
Yeah, I think this game is going to get a little bit physical now. So I think the referee's trying to keep control of the game. So he's calling a lot of plays that normally would not call. Yeah, as you see here, he basically just chipped over the ball. I mean, he just miscontrolled the ball and fall over, and then basically called against Forbes there.
It's a good distance away from goal. We'll see if Red Bulls try to fire one on frame or look to offer it into the box.
Yeah, I guess he's still arguing that it need more than that's not 10 yards. Referee's telling him to play on. Yeah, the Red Bulls have like.
And that's where those football lines come in to haunt you sometimes. Right. It's almost too clear. Bonomo will go, and it's way off the mark.
But you can see a little frustration creeping into the Red Bulls players now. They're arguing
SCD,
about
proud
everything
solar
and then calling the
partners of
referee
your Rhinos.
for
They're
little things now. So
re-energizing
it's
the
a
greater
little bit of
Rochester
frustration.
area, one solar
creeping in
project
now,
at a
now they're a
time.
little bit behind.
Solar power
I guess
is
they're
cheaper than paying your
I don't think
electric
they're
bill.
too
Visit
accustomed to
SCD-net.com
Only
to see
3
how
losses
you
on the
can
season
go solar
to go
at
with
your
19
home, your
wins and
business,
5
and
draws.
within the community.
And especially away from home. 12-1-1. Bonomo to Bezecourt. Pastalopoulos knocked away Bonomo. He'll rifle one that's off of Camden. And the Rhinos are going to make 2 more substitutions. And look at this. Player assistant coach, the 36-year-old Georgios Kyriatsis. Looks like he's going to be checking in. And what a nice combination he would make in the back with Apostolopoulos if he's the one who is not coming off. We shall see.
We'll see. I mean, the old legs. A lot of times, you players like that goes in. It's not just about the physical, but it's about the mental. I mean, they can read the game.
All right,
know
Rhino
the
fans,
angles
time
that
to
the
make
ball
some
are coming
noise.
into.
If you
So
want a T-shirt,
they
Coca-Cola
play a
brings
little
you
bit
the
more
T-shirt
smarter
toss.
than
Stand
the
up,
younger
make
players.
some
The younger
noise.
players use a lot of physical.
Get a T-shirt.
These guys, even though they don't have that physical, they make up for the mental. They play smarter.
It'll be interesting to see Big George coming back onto the field. As again, he joined the Rochester Rhinos and played here in 2012, 2013, 36 appearances with the club. Then moved into a coaching role. And with Joe Farrell picking up a concussion and just being cleared yesterday, they did bring in Kyriatsis as a emergency backup, and he looks like he may get some time. Bezecourt taken down by Garzi. And Gausu also will be coming on. As we'll take a look here as the hold off. Restart taken. Picked up by Turgu. Chance for the Rhinos to counter. Asani Samuels turning on the Jets. The fresh legs able to keep this one in play. Looking for options in the box. No one there yet. Has to keep it up. And still hold possession. Garzi. Najem back to Schmoll.
Yeah, Samuels was looking for players. No one was really giving him some angles to pass that ball, so he had no option just to go back and to see if he can, find someone moving into a space.
Long ball. Farrell will let it roll into the box or bounce into the box, where it's picked up by Tomas Gomez. His 14th appearance of the season. Adam Grinwis out with an injury. Gomez seeing the big part of the workload in the nets. 78th minute. Camden whips a cross into the box, cleared away. Picked up by Turgu. It's back to Apostolopoulos. There's Farrell. Gets away from him, and the change will be made now. In the 79th minute, it's going to be Bradley Camden coming
Pair
off.
of substitutions
and
for
returning
your
to the pitch
Rochester Rhinos.
for the Rochester Rhinos.
Entering the match is
Georgios
number
Kyriatsis,
44,
the player assistant coach.
Kyriatsis.
Gets a nice round of applause.
Replacing number 3, Bradley Camden. Also entering the match, number
The Rhinos
20,
will make 2 changes here.
Gausu, replacing number 11,
Gausu
Canardo Forbes.
will also come on and replace Canardo Forbes, who
in the 79th
uncharacteristic, very quiet night for him.
Yes, very quiet night. I mean, I'm not sure, again, he's not in his element tonight, so I'm not sure if he's hurt or just tired or what. And I guess the coach recognized that and kind of get some fresh legs in there to end this game.
So for Kyriatsis, he's just been signed. Assistant coach, now player. And it's the Greek connection as the central defense. Apostolopoulos and Kyriatsis. And Gausu, who scored last week his first professional goal at Charleston. He makes his 5th appearance coming on for Canardo Forbes. These changes in the 79th minute. Red Bulls 2 will also make a change. Conrad Pliwa getting ready to check in. Apostolopoulos gets the header, but it's picked up by Metzger. Into the box. Kiriatsis gets the header on his first touch and clears it away. Garzi. James. And Joe Farrell is down, and again, we talked about his injury last week. It was a concussion. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, he's actually up and moving, so he probably is okay. Oh, but he's actually bleeding though.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he took a knock in the back. He's actually bleeding. Not sure if it's from the nose or the mouth, or there's a cut on the forehead.
And he'll take a seat and get looked at by the trainer. Again, Farrell picked up a concussion last week in the game. He was cleared to play just yesterday, and now he's down with another injury to the head and blood coming out this time.
Yeah, he's and again, we haven't seen what happened in that situation. So hopefully he's okay. I'm not sure if he's gonna stay in the game or.
Let's take a look at it as we get a look at the contact. And
yeah, because I could see what happened in this contact here. Oh, okay. There's an elbow, there's an inadvertently elbow that came down right on the top of the forehead. So I'm assuming it probably is cut right between the eyes.
Entering the match,
That's
number
what's
41, Conrad Pliwa.
So Farrell
replacing
out
number 66,
pretty
Noah
severe
Powder.
right now as he's getting looked at and helped up by the trainer.
minute.
And during this break, Red Bulls made a substitution. Conrad Pliwa came on for Powder in the 82nd minute. Pliwa, 20th appearance of the season out of Seton Hall University. Sean Riley also be checking in for the Rhinos. Will be their fourth substitution, as it is Farrell who's going to come off, and that change immediately made by Bob Lilly in the 83rd minute.
Yeah, I think Farrell want to stay. He probably just want to get taped up and get back in there. Yeah, he want to get taped up and get back in there.
Now they're going to hold off.
Yeah.
They've got 15 on the board, but
yeah,
they're going to just bandage him up top. So we'll hold off on the Riley substitution. Let's look at the bandage up and around the head of Joe Farrell. So Farrell is going to come back into play after the severe bandage job that's being done on the sideline. There's Kiriatsis battling with Bezecourt. Now Simpara. Couple step over moves. Looking. Plays it back to O'Toole.
Great work by Samuel to come back that deep to help in defense, as he knows that they're down a defender.
Pliwa's low cross. Cleared away by Apostolopoulos. Farrell will get a little spritz. Make sure the jersey's clean, and he gets the okay to come back onto the field. Rhinos will go to their full complement of 11
Fans, as a
players.
tie into our Faith
Farrell
and Family
returns to
Night,
the pitch.
fans are invited to head over behind
So
section
interesting
107
night tonight.
post-game to hear Josh Sonoga.
Kiriatsis, the player coach,
Josh
comes onto the
is
field.
West Rochester
Farrell
area director
had bandaged
for
up.
FCA, and will speak about faith in
Yeah,
sports
I mean the
and how
Rhinos.
God influenced his life in sports.
And at the end of the
The
season,
speech will
in the
begin
playoffs,
approximately
whatever
10
it
minutes
takes,
after the final
to
whistle.
get through these
Fans,
games. That's what
everyone
you
is
have to
welcome
do.
listen.
If you have to sign a player who's a coach, because players are hurt and players may not be able to go. If that's what you have to do. You have to do that as a coach, and the coach recognizes that, and you got to give him a lot of credit for what he's doing. Not only with just players on the field, but look ahead of look at down the road and ahead of what's going to happen.
And give Georgios credit too for staying in fine shape to be able to make this move. 36 years old, stepping in. Here's Allen spinning away. Gets it back. Poked away by Samuels. Gausu now comes away with a good little move here. Touches it forward into space. Mira this time coming off his line, taking no chances.
Yeah, he's playing deep off his line, and he knows why, because everybody's pushing up and everyone B1 in the back, so he's playing like a second defender.
Samuel on the near side throwing. Poked away by Schmoll. '86th minute. Be sure to keep up to date with all the USL action all season long by visiting the
Fans,
new
remember to join us on the field following
everything
tonight's
you need
match
to know
so you
about
can meet and
the
greet your
USL.
favorite Rhinos players. It's brought to you by UR Sports Medicine. Please enter and exit the field near section 101. Food, gum, or beverages will not be permitted on the field. And as always, we thank you for your cooperation.
Off of Najem. And James will have the throw-in. We're in the 86th minute. 58th minute goal from Samuels is the difference. As we mentioned, these teams had played 238 minutes of scoreless soccer before that was broken by Asani Samuels in his first of the season. And maybe he's coming into that playoff form once again too.
Yes, I mean that's great. I mean, because from what he did in the playoff last year, most importantly within that final game last year. I mean, if you can come back and be in that shape or in that form, I mean, it's the right time to peak.
Metzger, O'Toole, Simpara. Good cross. Gomez at the 6. Sure hands there.
You see, the Rhinos now is really defending. I mean, they're coming with 3 and 4 defenders at players now, so the Rhinos really want to shut this down and to get back possession of the ball.
Booming kick from Gomez downfield. Everybody chasing this one. Picked up by Red Bulls too.
Fans, come visit the Genesee Brewhouse, conveniently located right across the Ponte Reigns Bridge. Rediscover your love of Genesee and enjoy a fun, family-friendly environment with some of the best views of Rochester. And fans, remember to join us there at the Brewhouse for the official post-game party. It's just up the street at the Genesee Brewhouse.
Oh, Najem is taken down, and this is a dangerous restart coming up.
Yeah, this is right at the top of the box here, and this is really a dangerous. I guess this is one of the might be the most dangerous one for this evening.
There's just enough distance to get it up and down, from this yardage.
Yes.
Referee will set it up. Najem is still down on one knee. This could be a huge factor in the game.
This could be it. I mean, this could be the Red Bulls' final chance of scoring, or making this game a 1-1 game.
In the 88th minute, Gomez trying to be secure with the setup of the wall.
And if we look at it here, I mean, guys, he challenged for the ball, but I guess he got a lot of the man in this position here, and then the keeper, the referee called a foul on this one. So again, this is a dangerous position, and again, this could be the final one for them to get an opportunity to score.
Bezecourt finds the back of the net,
and
it has stunned this crowd in the 89th minute. Red Bulls 2 have equalized.
Yes, that was a great shot. I mean, he found the upper corner, left corner.
New York Red Bulls
the right corner of the goalkeeper, and I mean, very well played. There's nowhere Gomez could get to that ball.
Bezecourt
picked up 2 goals on Wednesday. He gets his 3rd of the season here tonight. And here's a better look at it, hopefully. There it is, yep.
That's a great shot, right in the upper corner.
1-1 in the 90th minute. Bezecourt on a free kick brings this one level.
Fans, as a reminder, the clock will stop at the 90-minute mark.
If these two teams meet in the playoffs, it's going to be a nail-biter, no doubt about it.
Definitely will be a nail-biter. I mean, these both teams are, well-prepared teams.
Outside for Turgu. Into the box. Cleared by Carroll. Flag is up for offside.
This substitution for your Rochester Rhinos.
Christian
entering
Voleski
the
will be
match,
coming
number
on
9,
for the
Christian
Rhinos.
Voleski. Replacing number 13, Mike Garzi.
They'll replace Mike Garzi and Voleski.
90th minute.
10 goals, 3 assists on the season. Looking for some late game heroics.
Yep. I think they're going to be pushing Samuel back a little bit into the midfield and put Voleski on top just to get a little bit more offensive pressure going forward.
Our fourth official
2 minutes
has
of stoppage
indicated there will
time.
be 2 minutes. 2 minutes
We are
of stoppage
level
time.
at 1. An 89th minute free kick from Bezecourt, his third of the season, has brought this one all square. We're in stoppage time. Bonomo has it on the far side. James to Apostolopoulos. Chips it forward. Headed back central. Kiriatis gets stuck in there. It's Metzger to come back for the Red Bulls. It's been a tough physical game this evening. Both ways.
It's both ways, a physical game. And again, we expected that to be the game to be physical.
And if they can hold on here, speaking of Red Bulls too, they just need 1 point here to set a league record for points in the season. It was set by Orlando City in 2014 with 62. A draw here gets Red Bulls 2 to 63 points. And their record for the USL. They've got more on their mind though. Najem, Allen, O'Toole, deflected. Bezecourt, Bonomo, the shot, kick save there, and a great one from Gomez.
That's a great save by Gomez, coming out and sliding towards that ball. Great save.
What a finish here in Rochester. James will knock it down the far side. Carroll's there first. Rhinos seem to be just hanging on here. Allen flicked on, cleared away by Apostolopoulos. Kiriatis is taken down. Now Jem can't believe it. This should bring this one to a close here. Maybe one more push for Dos Santos and the Rhinos. Nope. That will do it. In dramatic fashion tonight, Red Bulls 2 come back to tie it 1-1 on a free kick from Bezecourt in the 89th minute.
Will be tonight's
so with the point tonight, Red Bulls 2 go ahead of Orlando City and set a USL record for points in a season with 63. They haven't broken the win mark yet, but they've got 2 more games to look at doing that. And Daryl, we said it tonight, this is kind of like a playoff game.
Yes, definitely, it's like a playoff game. I mean, the Red Bull, you got to give those guys credit. I mean,
this coming week, the
great
week of September 12th.
Very well coached.
For
And
more
again, I know at the end of the game, having an opportunity to score in a spot like that, I mean, those guys are going to utilize that brilliantly, which they did.
So the final score again, 1-1. These two teams have played
Join
238 minutes of scoreless soccer until the goal in the 58th, and then another one came in the 89th minute. Samuels, he got his first of the season to give Rochester a 1-0 lead. And in the 89th minute, as soon as that whistle blew, you and I looked at each other and said, oh, this could be trouble, and it sure was.
Yes, I mean, I knew it's going to be trouble at that position.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to turn your attention to the video board for the United
depending on what
Way.
happens going forward from here, these two teams might meet again in the playoffs. I mean, depends on how the teams falls in this big shuffle of teams trying to jockey for position and their spot.
And there is tonight's Save of the Game brought to you by the United Way. And
it'll be a good one down the line, no doubt about it. As if these two teams do meet, I'm looking forward to it. I know you are as well. So with the result now, Rochester 11-5-12.
September
They've got a point now. They go to 45 points. And the Richmond Kickers have 44 points, but they'll be in action as well at 7:30 tonight against Louisville City. So at the moment, Rochester goes level with Charlotte, 1 point ahead of Richmond. But we'll see what those teams do this evening as Charlotte takes on
Rochester
Pittsburgh.
Rhinos
For the Red Bulls,
Stadium.
63
And on behalf
points.
of the staff,
They set a
management,
record
and
for
players
points
from
in
your
a
Rochester
season in the
Rhinos,
USL,
I'm Rocky
surpassing
Parada.
Orlando
Thanking you for
from
coming out this
2000
evening. Drive home safe. and
14.
have a
Rochester
great
will be at Charlotte on
Saturday
Saturday, and then home on the 24th against Toronto FC. So next couple weeks there are going to be very exciting.
It's definitely going to be very exciting. Now, not only for the Rhinos, but for the rest of the team that are trying to find a spot in the playoffs here. So, you know, I'm looking forward to some exciting games playing in the USL Eastern Division, and also looking forward for the Rhinos on the 24th here.
All right, that'll do it from Rhino Stadium, as it's a tough one. It's a preview of what we may see come playoff time. Rochester and New York end up level at 1 apiece. That'll do it from Rhino Stadium for our entire crew and our color commentator, Daryl Stewart. I'm Joe Giuliano saying so long on the Rhinos Broadcast Network.
When you build a new house with Faber Homes, you won't have to deal with the to-do list that comes with buying a used home.
They made it really easy. I mean, the whole process was so simple, and we were new to the process. It was our first time owning a home, definitely first time building a home. So they made it really easy, step-by-step process. So it's great.
Learn more about the benefits of building a new home at faberhomes.com and visit our models in Henrietta at Berkshire Park or at Regency Park in Greece. Faber Homes. Great homes, great price.
At the Rochester Rhinos, we have a proud history, a tradition of excellence on the field and strong community partnerships.
It's an exciting new time for our team, working to keep Rochester home of champions. The Golisano Children's Hospital continues a new chapter as well.
Phase 2 is underway, adding new and greatly needed patient care capabilities.
And you can be part of the excitement. Join the Rhinos and show your support by donating to givetokids.urmc.edu.
Thank you.
Get in the game. Rochester Regional Health Total Sports Experience is your home for adult soccer. League play is offered year-round at both our locations, with divisions for men, women, and co-ed. Click totalsports-experience.com.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League. This copyrighted